Hey, what's up, guys? Yesterday we spoke about the arduous and sometimes long time it takes between where we are and where we want to be. In other words, reaching your goals sometimes takes years. I know a lot of us in our fast-paced culture want things now, but I gave an example based on my own experience about how it took me 5 years of working consistently, self-sacrifice. Sometimes there was worry, doubt, and fear on my journey to gaining over 1 million subscribers on my Strength Camp YouTube channel. I showed you a graph where it seemed as if the sun would never rise, and for years it didn't until, boom, there was a skyrocket in subscribership. And I think that graph just exemplifies one of the principles of our journey, of our hero's journey, becoming a stronger version of ourselves. And today I wanted to talk about one of the elements of your journey. But before I get started, just wanted to share some of the ideas that I spoke about at my Grow Stronger experience this weekend, especially as it relates to the hero's journey and why I always use that as a map or a metaphor for your own personal growth and for my own personal growth. You see the hero's journey pattern in all types of epics, all types of mythology, and you even see it in the most popular movies in pop culture. It seems to be an archetype or a recurring pattern of how human beings evolve. And at the Grow Stronger experience, I also likened it onto or used the example of cell mitosis and how a cell goes from being one, being by itself, being calm, cool, collected, everything's all right, to the process that allows or creates turbulence or chaos within it. If you remember this from biology class, IPMAT, interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. This is how a cell reproduces or becomes more of itself. A cell becomes a stronger version of itself, essentially, because it is by itself. It has turmoil, chaos, and then all of a sudden there's a splitting from the inside, a tearing apart from the inside. You could watch a video about cell mitosis on YouTube if you want to actually see what it looks like. But then the tearing apart on the inside causes a situation where the cell then splits into two. It's reorganized at a higher order. This is a theme in biology, it is a theme in life, it is a theme in your life. So you're always on a hero's journey in some way, shape, or form at various levels because you're always growing stronger. You're always becoming a stronger version of yourself. At least that's my assumption. Some people devolve, we evolve. So one of the elements that I wanted to share with you comes from one of my favorite books depicting a hero's journey, and that is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I'm not going to say his name right because I never do. Coelho. I think he's Brazilian. Anyway, The Alchemist, very popular, powerful book. I've read it several times. I think anybody who's watching these videos should read the freaking book. It's incredible. But one element in the young boy in the story, the boy's story, that stuck out to me, and I began looking for it in my life, and I began pointing it out to others as they consult with me, and that is beginner's luck. So I'm going to read a quote from the book here to sort of depict it, and then I'd like to talk about some of my own experiences with beginner's luck and where it led to, and then perhaps have you share some of yours. So in the book it goes, every search begins with beginner's luck, and every search ends with the victors being severely tested. The boy remembered an old proverb from his country. It said that the darkest hour of the night came just before the dawn. So I began thinking about what this beginner's luck is all about, and of course I find significance in things. And the way I look at it is it's almost as if God or the universe has tapped you on the shoulder and said, yes, go in that direction with this bout of beginner's luck, right? So for example, in my life, as a 14-year-old, I'm meddling with all kinds of things. things, right? As do most 14-year-olds, because we're trying to figure ourselves out. We're discovering sports in our bodies, right? We're starting to grow. We're discovering girls. We're discovering all new types of ideas that could lead to a career or a vocation. We're highly involved in many aspects of growing when we're at the dawn of adolescence, right? 13, 14 years old. And it was about that time that I found weight training, barbells, right? Just like anything else that would have come and go into my life, barbells showed up. My dad bought me some barbells and my uncle taught me how to train. In fact, my blog post today that you could read down below talks a little bit about it. And man, I gotta tell you, it wasn't but a few weeks after me lifting these barbells at the age of 14 that I accidentally looked into a bathroom mirror and could see my back. And for the first time, I saw all kinds of ripples and bumps and muscles in my body that I had never seen before. I felt euphoric. I felt excited. I felt like I had found a vein of gold that would enrich me for the rest of my life. I call that beginner's luck. Not because of the yields gained because of the activity, the gained yield gains, right? I hope I'm saying that right. Not because of the thing you get, but because of the significance of what it meant to me at that moment. It meant to me that I could actually achieve a goal. It meant to me that I could actually do something. It meant to me that with consistent effort in a particular direction that I could have something that I want. And by looking in the mirror, I saw it. It gave me self-esteem. It gave me the impetus to keep going in that direction because it was exciting. And that's what beginner's luck is for you. When you start out in something, when you start out on something, when you're out on your journey and you've got that exciting feeling, you feel filled up and euphoric about a particular event, a circumstance, or something that someone said to you and you feel like you cannot lose, it's because you're on the right path. Be mindful though, as the quote says, beginner's luck precedes tests. And this is essentially where God or the universe says, okay, good. Gave you that little blessing so that you know that you're on the right track, but now I gotta see if you're worthy of it. This is how God talks to me. I gotta see if you're worthy of this. I wanna see if you could carry this gift. I gave you a little bit of taste of it, but are you able to carry it? And those tests, I'm 37 years old and I'm still being tested in the realm of weightlifting, weight training, physical training, athletics, sports performance, and my health. I knew that's the direction I was going to go in, and God has completely molded me with it. So the darkest hour precedes the sun coming up, meaning there are going to be some dark times, but if you stick with it, you'll ultimately rise like the brilliant star that you are. Done.